Assalamu alaikum. My name is Imaad Rizvi, YLC 2002. Aj I asked two people in the audience, what year do you think I was? And they said 2012 and 2015. So it made me very, very young. Thank you very much. Okay, so just to give you some context, number one, Kamba is, yes, he's my friend at times. Yes, he's my mentor at times. And he's always my father. And that is a secret that I sort of kept to myself, I think, over the past 3 years being in Pakistan. But I think it's important to share because it'll give context to the lessons and what I've learned, especially during my time at YLC. Now, YLC I attended 2002, which is about 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago. And I was almost forced into attending YLC. So really the learning for me wasn't that much in that moment. And that's where I came into this idea much later of becoming a gardener. तो लोग कभी कभार मुझे कहता है कि मैं माली हूँ एक किस्म का, because I like to plant seeds. And the idea is if you want those seeds to grow, you have to nourish it. You have to give it time. You have to love it. And in moments, it's like raising children. You will start to create new human beings and new people. So I want to share with you 3 lessons that I've learned, which were very, very valuable to me. And that's what's led me to doing what I do today. And if you're really curious about what I do, then we can have that conversation after. Number one, I just want you to know the idea of being authentic. I, as an individual, was never very authentic because I tried to fake my way through a lot of things. And what I discovered in terms of authenticity is you've got to be yourself, as scary as that may be. And if you think about being authentic, one of the things that kept holding me back was the fact that I can't speak Urdu. Now, I always liked to hide the fact because I wanted to create my own credibility for myself and not announce to the world that Kamba is my father. Now, when you hear his Urdu, yeah, mashallah, say it's Allah. And then when you hear mine, any assumption anybody ever has that he may be my father, gone. So it was a good thing. It worked for me. So I just want you to know that being authentic, being who you are is very, very important. Also owning what you know and also owning what you don't know is very, very important. And it comes with time and comes with practice. The second lesson I want to share with you is about courage. Now, I've got 2 more lessons. Okay, what I want to share with you is about courage. There was an incident in YLC where my father, Kamba, he brought me up on stage and he asked me to make an announcement. I couldn't do it. That was the day I made a belief that I will never, ever talk on stage. And he told me to announce to, I think it was 150 or 200 students that lunch is outside. It took me 3.5 minutes to get those words out of my mouth. And by the time I said it, I would say 90% was already gone. So when it comes to courage, what I've discovered in life, that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the presence of fear. Only when you are fearful of doing something can you have the courage to do. And the third one, very, very quickly, is empathy. Empathy is a skill that I have taken time to learn. It means you've got to let go of your ego. It means you've got to let go of your own ideas, let go of your own experiences to really immerse yourself in the other person's life, to truly understand where they're coming from and how you can help. Sorry, there's time. I just have to close on this story because there's another one about you. And it's about sincerity. And that sort of aligns with empathy because I was 8 years old. I was driving, we were driving to Glasgow from London. And Dad asked me a question. He was driving. Mummy was sitting in the front seat, sister in the back, I was in the middle. Okay? 8 years old, he asked me this very profound question. He asked, who is the most important person in your life? Now, if you ask an 8-year-old who is the most important person, तो उधर ही फंस जाएंगे कि अबू भी है, अम्मी भी है, किसका नाम लूँ? So both was the diplomatic answer. Anyway, he kept challenging me, and I just listed off my entire family. Sorry, I know. May I continue? Just close the story. So I mean, after much struggle, what he told me, which didn't make sense to me then, but which is what is the premise of what I do today, he says, Imaad, remember in life that the most important person to you at any given moment is the person that you are with. And now it resonates, and it's taken me a long time. Now it resonates. So those are the three things I think YLC has definitely taught me. Seeds were planted. It's through life experiences that I was able to make it flourish. Thank you very much.